Uh, so I was streaming and the whole thing went down to me. I lost internet connection and everything. So I don't even know how long this stream is gonna last. That's why it's called part two. I'm going to apologize for you, one, and thank you, two. The problem is when you get kicked, you can't re-enter the stream you were into, so you have to start a new thing, right? It is what it is, man. We were talking about the light and the lamp turned around. The screen was frozen. What do you want to do? Uh, so I, in the middle of changing some stuff around. Um, that's it. That is it. I would like to get all of this ticker in here. Oh, I don't want to knock that over. Oh, yeah. All right. Good enough. So let's see how long this one lasts, shall we? Uh, my arms are so ridiculous. I am exhausted. I'm taxed. I'm mentally exhausted. And then it's Monday, so it makes sense that the stream would give me problems. Uh, let me close it. Let's close this. So, a couple of things. Terry McAuliffe is now losing in Virginia. Still within the margin of error. Election day is the 9th. It's the second Tuesday in November. Excuse me. Um, drop that down a little bit. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I think the whole idea is goofy. I guess that's the only word I have is goofy. Uh, Glenn Youngkin might beat Terry McAuliffe for the simple reason, for the same reason, rather simple reason, for the same reason that Biden beat Trump. Right? People thought Biden was presidential and innocuous versus this toxic Trump, and now Biden is toxic, and people think, oh, well, this nice innocuous businessman can be the governor over this guy who was here before and didn't do much, and is just talking about this ethereal nonsense of soul of America. So, like he hasn't really told you what he's going to do, and that's a lot of it. But then again, Glenn Youngkin hasn't told you a lot of what he's going to do either. So this is a I hate you election. Um, I hate you, so I'm going to vote for the other guy. Excuse me. I think that's what this election is. Do we even want to try and open up a screen to read anything? The whole thing may go left on us. Uh, that's where we were the last time. So let's look up. Do you want to look up Biden poll numbers? I'm sorry, I'm so low key. Like I did a lot of. I got up at like early to take my car to this place, and then they gave me problems. And the guy who gave me the car gave me a giant ass SUV. Then that was problem. Yeah. So apparently, breakthrough COVID is when you're vaccinated against COVID, but you still get COVID. They call that breakthrough because I guess it broke through your immunity, right? Your shots. Is that what they call it? Breakthrough COVID. Otherwise, if you didn't have, you just get COVID. Uh, so yeah, so Pasaki has it. She met with the president. He's over running through Europe, meeting with all these other people. We're going to take the temperature of the Pope in like 2 weeks, as well as all these other elderly world leaders. People are getting old. NYPD has just under 3 dozen police officers on unpaid leave over COVID vaccination mandate. Yeah, yeah. They don't want to get tested, but they also don't want to lose their job. I would be firing people, right? So they do, and also all this crime going up is because the cops aren't responding to calls. It's a slowdown, and people are dying. Their whole position is we run the police department. We you get what we give you, and that's not the way that shit works. I would be getting rid of so many of these people who've been around for so long and watch them destroy everything they worked for. Get the fucking shot because you have to respond to people, right? You don't want you not being vaccinated and having COVID and then giving it to people. You're the police or the fire department or the EMT. Can you imagine an EMT making your whole family sick coming over because your grandma fell down? They just want to take a temperature and hit her with diabetes because she passed out. And then they leave, but they left COVID in your house. It's outrageous. Hey, man, what does it say? If my governor wins, he could be the next president. Youngkin? I don't see that. I don't see that. Uh, I don't see that. I don't see McAuliffe either. Look, man, I think all these guys have the stench of death on them. All these Clintonites, they have. I mean, they really they promised the world and they gave you nothing, and now they're telling you, oh, if you don't vote for us, we can lose a house in the Senate, and then they'll take over and bribe the racist, the racist, the racist. I'm seeing it going. I did that the last time. I did exactly what you said. You gave me nothing. Now here you are back again, asking me to make you something, some other great thing. And then when we protest, you ignore us. You label us and then condemn us. They're all radicals, or you know what I'm saying. So they'll just come up with a buzzworthy word to tell you how you suck, and then they'll be back in September of the following year asking you to vote for them because the boogeyman is coming. I think this is due. I also think this is also no, I don't know if it's going on in the Republican Party. People who protested, so I mean, they've got a little more cohesion than the Democratic Party. But all I know is, as a Democrat, you might want to start like actually producing shit because you have. I mean, the ship has sailed on trusting you. What else you got? If you can't do it, who can do it? You know what I mean? Not, oh, I can't do it, but keep me here so I can keep an eye on that. No, you are useless to me. I want these things and you can't deliver. Who can deliver? I am not surprised. He's a trillion years old. I am not surprised. So Biden dozed off at the man. I was running around all day. I didn't even get to see it. Biden dozed. Do we can't think we can find that? That's so bad. So I mean, dozed off. Yeah, boy. Here we go. I'm about to say my Biden appears to nod off at climate conference. Sleepy Joe trended after Biden appeared to nod off their climate conference. Ah, it's late. What time was it? Noon? Oh man, her final words. Hold on. Her final words reveal what was her final words? What is going on with my connection? Am I still connected? Oh, I'm having troubles. All right. A minute. Yeah, he should be president. He's elderly. But to his credit, the woman behind him is yawning. So yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. Oh my God. Haley Hutchins' final words. Oh, it's grim, but let's hear it. Usually it's something like, oh my God, I'm shot. Or, oh my God, am I shot? Or what happened? It's a number of surprising things, or like really simple declarative statements of, oh my God, I'm shot. which is crazy, right? You'd think you'd have something else to say. Second after being shot by Alec Baldwin, cinematographer Haley Hutchinson told the Boom Opera and the Rust movie set that she was no that Rust movie set that was no good. That was not good at all. Hours later, she was trying. Yeah, that sounds. You know what I mean? That's a declarative statement, and it's so simple. And it's that's not good. That's not good at all. And then you like begins to what do they call it? Exsanguinate when you bleed to death. Isn't it exsanguinate? What is it? It's just so brutal. Ugh. Bled to death definition, man. Exsanguination. So I was right. Exsanguination. All right. Exsanguination is caused by blood loss, depending on the health of the individual, right? Where we can get rid of this. That was not good. That was not good at all. I can just sort of hear the right the haunting final words for your mom who had mom. When men get killed, they don't care if you're a dad. They just keep moving with it. Mom, who had been working as a director of photography on board with upcoming Western flick, was reported by Los Angeles Times based on an interview with 14 crew member. And he's like, "We're friends. We're friends. I don't think you were friends just because look, listen, you were co-workers. And like I said, no one's going to jail for you. No one's gonna cover any of this shit for you. None of it. And I think this picture is full of shit. I've been thinking about this for a while. I don't want to, but why you outside where cameras can feel you grieving and crying and doing all this shit? Um, yeah, it's just it's brutal. Meanwhile, his wife is taking photos of this. Like, what? There are some trippy people, and then they get married to millionaires, then they're publicly trippy people. Yeah, that was not good. That was not good at all. Yeah, yeah, I told you. And Sleepy Joe. Nah, I didn't go off at the climate change. Hold on, wait a minute. I wonder if anybody said anything about his age because of it. Uh, Biden nods off. Netanyahu, Israeli foreign Netanyahu just inferred that Biden post on Sunday, Prado had fallen asleep. Okay, wait. First of all, I do not like Bibi Netanyahu. What did he say? Oh, so he said he fell asleep meeting the new Israeli prime minister. This is why he gives all these speeches at 2. He gives one speech a week, and it's at like 1:30, and then no one hears from him until the next day. I think this is a problem because I think other people are running the government, and they should be running the government unless they're elected. So I think it's his wife, and some of her girlfriends, and all the young hipsters, Pasaki, right? Yeah, that's a recipe for fucking disaster. Mrs. Baldwin's gonna have PTSD. Yeah, she'll do what Weinstein's wife did. She'll leave him right before the lawsuits, and like secure her millions and in her divorce deal. She thinks he's going to have PTSD. Well, it's I mean, well, I wouldn't doubt it, but also these people do a lot of shit and keep it moving. A lot of people have hard hearts, but he wants your sympathy, right? Because that sympathy may need to translate to a jury. So yeah, I don't know, Alec Baldwin. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you. Uh, let's read it. Oh my God, this is going to be horrible. How much can you write about a president nodding off? Look at him. He's all by himself. Oh my God. Yes. I mean, the world is going to notice you falling asleep with that haircut. That haircut is just. At one point, President Biden not off for a total of 22 seconds for an aide roused him. Mr. President, yeah, you're fucking falling asleep. Uh, he's too old for the gig. He really is. Okay, so yeah, there you go. I think that's about 3 paragraphs. It appears that that perhaps he was okay. Hold on, wait. Is that 3 paragraphs? Oh no, it's actually more. All right, let's get at it. President Biden crammed a little shut eye before his internet. The New York Post sucks. Crammed a little shut eye before his international address Monday. He crammed in a little shut eye, appearing to fall asleep during the opening ceremony at the COPA 20. I'm sorry, at the COPA 26 climate conference in Scotland. At one point, Biden closed his eyes for 22 seconds, which is not a lot, before an aide approached him, roused him. Before that, he had closed his eyes for about 7 seconds, opening them and then nodding back off. Biden appeared to doze off while listening to Ed Ndopu, a disability rights activist who began losing the president as he warned the global warming threatened our ability to grow food and even to survive. Biden eyed this youth for a longer spell as Ndopu, who also black and gay, said, I could call on you to commit to concrete action to stop the destruction of this magnificent planet. The conference is one of the most important meetings in history, and Dopo continued as Biden eyes remain closed. Man, you have the chance to make decisions and reach agreements which will affect the lives of generations to come. I love how they've made this a two-pronged thing of the guy talking about the environment and Joe Biden nodding off. It's this juxtaposition. They could have just gave you 3 paragraphs of Joe Biden nodding off, and they didn't do that. Wait, hold on. I just want to remember where I am. But who wrote this? Steve Nelson. Kudos to you, my brother. Uh, my God. The conference is one of the most important in his meetings in history, and Dopo continued Biden odds remain closed. You have the chance to make decisions and reach agreements which will affect the lives of generations to come. You are in a position of extraordinary power. You can change forever the trajectory we are on. You can make a world that is once again full of hope, not fear. When was this world full of hope? Biden aide snapped him back to attention just in time to applaud. The president proceeded to rub his sleep from his eyes. Biden appeared to fall asleep during the COVID 26 opening speech, as Washington Post reporter Zach Brown wrote in a viral tweet uh, with video clip. Biden struggled to stay awake during COPA. Somebody rushed him like, yo, fucking try and stay awake for an hour. I bet this was a concern of this. He falls asleep immediately. It appears that perhaps he was dozing. Veteran NBC News journalist Kelly O'Donnell on NBC shortly after the incident. These can be embarrassing, but it happened to Ronald Reagan too. But again, Ronald Reagan was like 78. These can be embarrassing situations. She said you have to contrast the leadership. Oh my God, why don't you just calm down and read every word slowly? These can be embarrassing situations. She said you have the contrast of leaders, including President Biden, calling for the urgency of these issues of addressing climate, and a moment like that in session can be a political obstacle. Biden is the oldest ever U.S. president and turned 79 this month. Ugh. Later on Monday, Biden delivered a nearly 12-minute speech at the Glasgow. Ooh, 12 minutes. Wow. Normally, these speeches are like 40-minute speeches, right? Some people get ridiculous and give 3-hour speeches. You have to be there. 12 minutes? I could watch that that as a YouTube clip. 12 minutes? Uh, those of us who are responsible much of the 12-minute speech at the Glasgow event during the urging the world countries to reduce the use of fossil fuels, but he didn't mention the top polluter, China. Those of us who are responsible for much of the deforestation and all the problems we have so far have an overwhelming obligation of the nations who, in fact, are not there, have not done it. Those of us who are responsible for much of the deforestation and all the problems we have so far have an overwhelming obligations of nations who, in fact, are not there, have not done it, Biden said. That don't even make any sense. Um, Biden, what is this? Hold your nose and breathe out. Okay. So yeah, Biden is not a young person, and I'm telling this Sleepy Joe, and I'm telling you that. Ooh, meanwhile, Trump is looming. Trump talked out of announcing a 24 bid for now. Yeah, nah, you have yeah, whoever talked him out of that was right. You have to do this. Close this. You have to you have to announce. Close this. You have to announce the year of. So the election is 2024, essentially 2023, right? So you have to. I would announce somewhere around January of next year. No, I'm sorry. 22, 23. Yeah, January of 2023. I'm so good lord. I'm sorry. No, around November, December of 2023, maybe January, because the election's in 2024, and you take office in 2025. But I don't know, man. They're throwing stones at them now. It's a long way to have them on. You don't want the like of the idea to diminish. So you have to hold it to keep the I guess the helium in the balloon. Ooh, a turmoil in Afghanistan reached a crescendo in August. Donald Trump began talking again with advisors about whether he should announce his 2024 campaign for president right away. They responded by urging patience. According to three people familiar with the discussion who, like others, spoke on the condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly, an announcement would force a reshuffling of his newly formed fundraising campaign. Advisors argue and could complicate his ability to appear on broadcast television without triggering equal time rules. Yeah, yeah. All these guys, man. Oh, but then you can't even go. He's too old because how old is Trump? How old is Donald Trump? Donald Trump is 75 years old. So Biden is 79, right? So in 3 years when this thing kicks off, he's going to be 79, 78, 79, and you're in the same boat. So you can't even go. Oh, that guy shouldn't be president. He's too old because the guy you have, who you want to remain president, is too old for the job. They're too old for the job. There needs to be age restrictions on this thing. It really is sort of a ridiculous thing. I'm about to say, good lord, why is this not? Oh my goodness. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I'm having issues with my mic stand. Uh, I don't know, man. It's the society doesn't make any sense. She was attacked. I see. Here's the thing. She's been in the newspaper for like the last 2 weeks, right? She did a Vogue cover, so I'm like, something's going on with Huma Abedin. She's either going to announce she's going to run for something, or she's writing a book or some shit, right? But she's trying to stay relevant when she should go away. Huma Abedin, longtime Clinton aide, defends decision not to name senator. Hold it, not to name senator. She says kissed her. Okay. Ugh, good lord. Yeah, so she wrote a book apparently, and that's why all of a sudden she's every place. Yeah, she's selling you something. Humanity on Anthony Weir scandal about promoting new memoir. Humanity memoir. Why do I care about your memoirs? Human Aberdeen on the moment her private life went public. Longtime Hillary Clinton aide says a senator sexually assaulted her. Longtime Hillary Clinton aide Huma. Oh my God! All of these fucking famous. As soon as they hit TV, they've got a sexual assault claim to tell you about. I don't believe all of them. Right? I don't. Does no one go to the fucking police? It's sort of ridiculous. And I've heard you don't know how hard it is to go to police. Yeah, that may be true, but you still have to go. And everybody can't not go, right? I would I wouldn't doubt if it wasn't Biden. If it I wouldn't doubt it if it was Biden. Or, maybe she's saying this as senator when it was a former president, right? I mean, the Yeah, I gotta tell you, she's a fox still. Yeah, she's selling you a book. She's yeah, yeah. I thought she was actually attacked. Someone probably said some mean things to her. Judge plays Jeopardy with prospective jurors in Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Yeah, it looks like this judge is trying to cook the books on this whole thing. We're not even going to cover it. Breathing lesson and voting cats. New York City mayoral candidates get personal before election day. Breathing lessons? That sounds like something that Eric Adams wants you to do, right? Because he takes care of his body, right? And the cats thing is something about uh, Curtis Sliwa, because apparently he's got 25 cats, which tells me you can't be president. You have 25 cats. What's wrong with you? That's not normal, right? That is mentally I what is it? That's I just think you've got to be do I want to say crazy? I don't want to say crazy. No, 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 no. But you got to be something. You got to be something not normal. Groom died from COVID 9 days before his wedding. Yeah, he's a policeman. He didn't get vaccinated. Look, listen. Here's the thing. I'm very cautious about COVID. I said this before, but some people have really bad reactions, right? So if you're young and you don't get sick, and all of a sudden you get this thing and it puts you out, then you just happen to randomly have a super bad reaction to COVID, right? It's not like they can know before you get it. Maybe you'll get it and you'll be perfectly fine. It'll be like a sniffle. You'll be like, man, I'm fine. But maybe you'll get it and you'll be in the hospital for 8 months, right? We don't know. Yeah, New York apartments are not ginormous. 25 cats. That's a lot of litter boxes to change too. I wouldn't want to visit your house. Curtis Lewa has how many cats? How do you come up with 25? All 16. We asked Curtis Lewa to name all 16 of his cats. He's got 16 cats. I've been in Gracie Mansion for there is easily room there for 60 cats, says Curtis Lewa. The Republican, the Republican candidate for New York City mayor who knows a thing or two about how many pets can fit inside an enclosed space on the phone from his Upper West Side studio. On a rainy afternoon, Seaward is surrounded by 13 of his 16 cats. The other three are hiding in closet with all red uniforms for the Guardian Angel Subway Vigilante Group. He founded in 1979. The campaign spotlight has largely overlooked Sliwa because of the trouncing he will most likely face in November by Democrat. You mean Tuesday? The 8-to-1 ratio of casting humans in an apartment he shares with his wife is almost the same as the city's ratio of registered Democrats and Republicans. 8-1. But Sliwa attracted some attention this summer for keeping what is almost definitely an unhealthy amount of animals in a 320 square foot pad. The image, a shelter worth of cats taken. Oh, are you serious? There's a picture. There's a picture. There's a picture. They didn't run it. Um, where's the images? Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. You and a woman and 16 cats. This is what man. That's outrageous. That's too many cats. That's like 14 cats too many. Yeah, yeah. I can't even understand that. I can't even wrap my head around it. Um, Yeah, I'm familiar with small New York apartments, but that seems to be a little that seems to be more trouble than it's worth. Um, Yeah, God forbid a fire broke out. How do you get all these cats out of there? You know, uh, yeah. All right, yeah. So I guess Curtis Lewa. Congratulations. Um, hey, this time around we've been streaming for 30 minutes. The other stream lasted, I think, about 4 minutes. So we're good. I think we're good. Uh, I hadn't checked the other two. Supreme Court hears oral arguments about detection abortion. Yeah, I said this before about abortion. I said it before and I'll say it again. They keep it around so every few years they can overturn it and then raise another $1 billion on people who want it. Right? We should either be a country who aborts babies or not. One or the other. But it should be a tug of war back and forth for fucking all time. Decide on it. Decide on it. Not everybody's gonna be happy, right? But decide on it. This whole half the country can do, like, state to state can do their own thing is sort of getting ridiculous. It really is sort of getting ridiculous. I mean, we all need to be on the same page. Senator Joe Manchin said he won't support the 1.75 trillion social safety net expansion bill. Democrats are negotiating until there is greater clarity about the impact it will have on the country's national debt. And now you give a fuck about the national debt. These people are the fucking worst. They really are the fucking. Joe Manchin sucks. I hope a meteor falls out the sky and lands on him. That's what I hope. Right? It's just so. I mean, something like that will let you know that the cosmos thinks you're an asshole. Two people should not be able to hold this up. Wow, that's pretty good. I'm sorry. All right. All right. That'll do that. See how much trouble that gets me into. Um. Yeah, man. A million cats. I don't really even have anything else to say. Uh. Biden falls asleep. That's hysterical. Uh. Watched a lot of the game yesterday, and then I just sort of like petered out. I've been petering out a lot. Um. There's new Netflix content I haven't watched. I don't even know what's going on. But the new room is right. I mean, we'll fix that. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. That light's too light. Excuse me. That light's too bright. So I don't know when, but we're gonna start gaming nightly. So we're gonna shift our political tone, uh, and the political hours. We're gonna keep streaming every day, but I don't know what the political hour is gonna end up. I wanna say after gaming, but 3 hours of gaming, then an hour of politics. I don't know. Yeah. t- this past Sunday was the first Sunday in a long while I didn't watch sports. I actually got up and worked Sunday out of nowhere. I got an offer, so I worked Sunday. Um, and that was the last time I had my car because I was like, all right, I'm going to do this before I have to turn my car in. Got the oil change, did all that good stuff, and then by the time I got back, Uh, I watched some of the Buccaneers game. I saw Tom lose. That weird "where's the ball" moment that ended the game, right? Uh, and I also saw some of the World Series, but that was it. That was it. So now, what is it? It's 3-4. No, no, that would it would be over. Is it 3-3 or 3-2? Is this the fifth game? This is not the seventh game of the World Series. They wanted to close it out there, and they didn't. Mm, World Series. All right. The Tachada, it's a 2-1. Two Atlanta. Excuse me. Atlanta leads 2-1, but then this says game two series. Game two series type 1-1. Game four 3-1. So this is one. This is three. This is four. This is five. This is six. This is seven. So where's two? Game two. Game two. Game three. All right. So 3-1, 3-2. Oh, all right. So yeah, that was the fifth game. Hmm. I don't even know what to say, man. World Series score: Astros rally versus Braves in Game Five. Stay alive after allowing first inning grand slam. First inning grand slam. The first inning. That is not a good sign. Major League Baseball denies Trump's claim they invited him to the World Series. I'm pretty sure someone, and even if they didn't, he's the fucking president. Go to man. This is the problem. He also he Let's Go Brandon chant, and he also did the was that the tomahawk chop, which you just keep seeing. Everybody knows it's bad, but now they're on TV in your face doing it. America has a really kind of like America needs to put everybody on the same page. This whole perpetual warfare amongst us is not gonna it's not gonna end well. It really is not gonna end well. And part of that is, that tomahawk chop thing should have went. Mm. So yeah, so we're halfway through football season. Baseball season ends, I want to say, what do you want to say? 3 days from not 3 days. It leaves the 5 days from now, right? Because how many games do they have? I just looked this up and shut it. How many games do they have? World Series. That was a good thing. All right, here it is. If they win, is it tonight? Final October. That was yesterday. 60 tomorrow. All right, so they could close this out in Atlanta. The next two games are in Atlanta. Oh, I'm not in the frame, am I? Sorry, I moved the you know what? I'm gonna have to keep the mic over here to remind myself to lean this way. Uh Here's the thing about two screens. I guess I could move this here and still see it, but then you couldn't see it. So yeah, I guess Atlanta could close this out with a win tomorrow night and then the night after tomorrow night, right? In Atlanta. Atlanta would go ape shit, banana nuts, cuckoo break crazy, right? Tie it up in their hometown and then win it. Look, the World Series comebacks. I remember one where it was they were up 4-1. These are the biggest comebacks in World Series history. Yeah, let's do it. 2019 World Series Major League began October 20 in the best of seven between American League National League champions. The National League Championship Series (NLCS) started Friday night, October 11th, with Washington Nationals defending the St. Louis Cardinals in Game One. The LCS began Saturday night with New York Yankees playing the first two road games at the Houston Astros. Then let's see as a Chandler Squirrel. Okay, why are you telling me this? I want the biggest upsets. What year is this? Are you even telling me this? 2019. 2016 Chicago Cubs versus the Cleveland Indians. One long-time World Series title drought would end for this series. Cleveland has not won a World Championship since defeating the Boston Braves in 1948, and Chicago Cubs have not won the title since 1908. Cleveland got two shutout wins over the Cubs, took a 3-1 series lead on the road at Wrigley. The pesky Cubs scratched out a 3-2 win at home and then won Game 6 at Cleveland to set up an epic Game 7. So it was they came back 4 games in a row. They lost the first one. Is that what happened? Wow. The Cubs took a 3-run lead going into the bottom of the eighth, and then the Cleveland tied the game 6-6. After scoreless ninth, the team went on to a 10th inning before a monsoon delayed the game. A monsoon delayed the game. Once again, the game resumed. The players took the field. The Cubs scored 2 runs in the top of the 10th and held on during the bottom frame, allowing just 1 run and winning the title for the first time in 108 years. Same goal for celebration back in Chicago, a century in the making. The Chicago Cubs. 2011 St. Louis versus Texas. 1985 Cats versus Cincinnati. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Baltimore. Huh. It's amazing. I mean, I remember watching one. It was a million years ago, but it was like it was in '03, and then they came back. Oh, it's '03, and then it was 1-3, then it was 2. Yeah, Atlanta 3, Astros 2. In Houston, they're gonna winning. Next 2 games are in Houston. Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to put it away in front of the hometown crowd, right? Uh I thought my heat was on, but it's not. Uh God dang it. Give me a second. Oh yeah, yo yeah, yo yeah. All right, so yeah. And you know what was depressing yesterday? I wanted to watch The Simpsons Halloween special, right? And it wasn't on because of the World Series. And I was thinking to myself, who wants to watch The Simpsons Halloween special in November, right? It's like, it was the perfect day. It was Sunday. It was Halloween when it normally comes on Sunday anyway. It'd be, nope. Oh, well. Oh, well. Uh, that is it. What else do we got? Was that an official rule? I do remember it was on weekdays, but I didn't know that was an official rule. It would be, huh? I wonder if it was. Why was the World Series played on weekdays? 19th, the World Series had many 5:30 p.m. starts on weekdays, which is stretching the definition of an afternoon. 5:15 p.m. start. Yeah, I remember the earthquake in San Francisco. That was on a weekday, wasn't it? Brave Astros World Series. Brave Astros. What time was? They think they're just going to get so many more viewers on the weekend. World Series earthquake. October 17th. 63 people killed. Okay, what day was this? Oh, smartphone. All right. What day was October 17th, 1989?
It was Tuesday, October 17th, 1989.
Yeah, I knew it. It was Tuesday. You're right. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, so we have been streaming for 45 minutes. Um, that's amazing. I didn't even put these two together. I really didn't. I remember weekend games, but I didn't put two and two together that they're now only on the weekends. Yeah. What, when he was doing sir, or when the ball hit him in the head and it bounced over the fence? Was that game though, wasn't? That might have been that series. Jose Canseco. Uh hit in the head, home run. No, it was a year later, May 26th, 2020. That can't be right. 2015, 2017. When did this happen? This day in Texas Rangers history. 1993. Yeah. No one saw that. These stupid things are expensive. How to quit your job, then land a better one. If that was easy, everyone would do it, right? It's like people who write how to get rich books. They get rich because you bought their book. That's the secret of it, quite frankly. I could tell you how to be a rich and famous streamer if you just like and subscribed and send me $20. And then like in 10 years when I'm sitting on all this money, you can go, wow, what is your secret? Well, I told people to send me $20 and they all sent me $20. Oh wow, that's great. I don't see how that works for me. Captain rioters who brag she made history says civil war was coming after January 6th. First of all, let's be clear. Nobody wants to hear your grandmother tell them that civil war is coming. They won't fight, and no one will follow them. And these are always the people trying to jazz shit up about civil war. The idea of it is disgusting. It really is. The amount of dead people that take place in a civil war and through all manner of just brutality and darkness. Why would you even want to humor that here? Because you don't think it'll be you or anybody you love, but it'd be everybody you hate? First of all, even if it was everybody you hate, what kind of fucking person are you to wish that on other people and then partake in that? In the 60s, World Series were played while you were in school. Yeah, you're right, because people would listen to them on the radio while they were at work, all through the 50s and 60s. Everybody had their little transistor radio. Let's go, Brandon. Man, this Let's Go Brandon thing. How hypnotic hypnotherapy. Da, 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 da. So there's a show on Netflix about a stalker who marries a girl he stalked and then has a baby with her. And everybody loved this show. And I'm sitting here going, really though? Why why is this popular? Because people are ridiculous. Ugh. Marry your murderer, why don't you? And that show, before people complained about it, everyone will watch it on Netflix. And then when the payoff comes that she married him and he murders her, then everybody will be either super in love with or super mad at it after they watch the whole thing. Oh, luckily I don't watch this kind of stuff anymore. School could help more kids get the COVID-19 vaccine, but history has some warnings. 9,000 New York City workers on leave as the vaccine mandate takes effect. I heard it wasn't 9,000. I heard it was 34. 34 people. I believe a lot more people have taken the vaccine than will admit it in the New York City Police Department, Fire Department, and EMT services. Uh, yeah. Man's girlfriend got really mad that I asked for a Blumpkin. What happened? I get here you go. Yep. Oh boy. Here we go. Are we back? I think we are. All right, we're having issues with the stream. You know what that means? Uh we might shut it down here. I think that here might be a good place to leave it. The first stream ended poorly. Now we're having more stream issues. So yeah, we won't give any long goodbyes. We're normally here for an hour and a half. We guarantee minimum 20 minutes. I think we did that. Even the first one gave us 9. We're back. Man, whew. Sometimes you just cannot catch a break on the streams. Let's cut this off. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Um, even Groot Love with his Blumpkin advice. Uh, I want to thank you, William, for coming through. We'll be back tomorrow, right? Do we want to try and fix this video cam before we exit out? See what we get. Oh, it was better for a second. We're here every day, Monday through Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Please like and subscribe and join us as we go forward. Again, before we shut off, I want to apologize about the quality of the thing. Sometimes the whole thing is just ridiculous, and it's no one's fault. We're here every day, streaming every day, 6:30 p.m. through Saturday. It means Try's got to climb the pole again. What? You mean True's gonna climb the pole again? My pole dancing days are over. Oh wow, look, the video came back. All right, so man, do I even want to push trying to get an even hour out of this broadcast? I guess not. This is like I said, this is why this is part 2, right? Because the first one only lasted about 6 minutes before the dang, machine crashed. We don't want to do that again. We want to say thank you. Um, yeah, this is the first show without that light on back there, right? We moved a lot of stuff out of there. Uh yeah, you know what it is? I think I have to get my wire hanger properly aligned to the North Pole, uh, so I can get a better feed. Plus, probably the hamsters that I have running my computer are probably too old. I probably need to get new, younger hamsters, and then use some witchcraft and yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, we are here every day. Every day. Good Lord, what's going on with this? We're here every day. Oh, please stop by and talk to us, like and subscribe. Uh, we got love for you. So there is that. Uh, and we'll see you tomorrow. We talk a lot of politics. Uh, I'm learning guitar somehow here. But today is just a brutal day, man. It's been a brutal day. It's been a brutal week, but yeah. Um, Not so bad that we still didn't stream. We don't have a lot on the table for what's going on because all the information is all the information. All the the current news stories are we talked about it, and I think we've solved it. But Joe Biden is Joe Biden. He's the president. Did you hear that they're trying to? The Democrats are just in case Biden dies or something. They're trying to set up Kamala Harris or Pete Buttigieg to be the next person to run for the presidency. You don't get to choose. They're just going to give you these people. Uh, I don't know how because black people are not going to vote for Buttigieg, or as I like to call him, Booty Gig. Um, and Kamala Harris has proven that nobody wants to vote for her. They had to kind of cook the books on this whole thing. Well, I don't want to say cook the books. They played their political games. What is that game, William? What is that on too? I want to. There's been a couple of games on my on Amazon. I hope that's one of them because I would like to see a Giants game, and I don't know why because the Giants have not been good in a very long time. Um, oh boy, what is this? Oh, we'll just close this. Is there a game? One, two, three. Where are the games? See, what is this now? Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's that. No such luck. No such luck. The Chiefs versus the Giants. I actually might be able to watch that since the Chiefs play in this market. When is that game? The Chiefs versus the Giants. Chiefs versus the Giants. Oh, there you go. Was that my fault? That was my fault. Oh, watch live. It always tells you this like you can watch it live and you can't. What channel is it gonna be on? You get so little information when you want information. Monday Night Football odds spread line Chiefs versus the Giants. Oh, my clock is saying so. Monday Night Football should be about man. Ooh, this the imagery is just going the heck over here. Um, yeah, Monday Night Football is never on never on uh never on broadcast anymore, right? Uh, now it's Thursday Night Football, I think. But yeah, just put all the freaking games on TV. It was well, I don't know if it's one of the things that made us all Americans, but at this point, you're so segmenting up what the society, everybody likes in the society. You cannot expect everybody to not only like the same thing, but you're divvying it up so you're going to end up with a whole bunch of different countries under one flag, and that's not a good thing. All right, what is up with the sirens out my window? Howard Cosell, Howard Costello. Yeah, this is Howard Cosell. Yeah, he was the man. He did all the boxing. He did everything but basketball. The thing about sirens here, you can hear them from way. Oh wow, they just stopped close by. You can hear them from way off. And when I say way off, I mean way off. New York City sirens, all that noise get absorbed by those buildings, and you can only hear it when it's about 4 or 5 blocks away from you, right? But here, I've listened to sirens. They must have taken 2 minutes to get to me, and then 2 minutes to get past me, and that's a lot. I don't know, but that is a lot. It is just kind of like wow. Oh, I took a picture. I don't know if I turned a corner and there's this cop in cop uniform with an AR-15 walking in someone's front yard. And I was like, "Oh, I get it. See, you can't be like, all right, I need backup because everyone down here patrols by themselves. In New York, you got a partner. And if it all went bad, you go, I need backup. There's another cop within a mile of you, right? walking or running, right? Not a lot less than a mile of you, quite frankly. Probably within 1,000 yards of you walking around someplace. You can get on the phone and call the mic. Here you can't. So yeah, I get the AR-15. I just don't get the wild randomness though. Can you identify? Can you identify fire from police? Yeah, different uniforms. Y'all heard that? All right. I think that's what that was. All right. I can't be hearing spooky noises. No, something fell off my bookshelf. That's why I turned around. Like y'all heard that. Uh, I think it was a piece of cloth that slowly over like 3 hours fell off of where I put it, and it just made all that noise. And I was like, uh, um, yeah. All right. So I guess that's it. We have been streaming for an hour and 1 minute. Ooh. We're gonna let these 13 minutes go because I am freaking exhausted. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, this place will be cleaner. Like I said, we got to do something about a light back there because that light's too bright. I went back there and tried to explain this before, although I do now have dancing room. Um, there you go. See that? That is like the sun. You can't have that. It's too bright. So I don't know. Maybe I go get a red light, a blue light, or a yellow light, or some other light. The lowest wattage of light I can get, I guess. Uh, but I want something has to be done back there. So the place is slowly coming along, and I guess that is it. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Really want to thank you, William, as always. I am tired. I think I'm gonna try and take a nap. I might have a solid because, good lord, uh, I was making pretty good salads. All right, so that's it for us. Please come back tomorrow. We stream every day, 6:30 p.m. nightly, Monday through Saturday, and Sundays we stream at 7:30 a.m. for the Sunday session. Come get some of that. Save your soul. I'm gonna go. God dang it, man! Here's the thing: I can't even go to like a bar and watch a game because no one wants to be vaccinated down here, and it's really sort of a pain in the ass. It really is. Um, and that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I wish you well. Um, I wish you well. I don't have anything else to say. Huh, excuse me. Oh, sweet Jesus. I keep looking over there at the clock, but the clock is now there. Yeah, this whole I still have to clean this off. When I drive around here, I hate to say it. Everyone, and by everyone I mean young hipsters are driving around looking at their phone. Women, men, everybody. Everybody's always on their phone. Here comes some more sirens. All right, I guess that is it. Well, at this point, we shut that off. We're gonna see you in the next one, man. And the next one is tomorrow, 7:30. I mean, life is strange, but it's you know, it's all you got. You've got alternatives, right? What are your alternatives? Right? All right, so we'll see you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. November 2nd. I think I put it up already. I may not have because today was problematic. If not, it'll be up there shortly. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, guys.